Grand risings, my darlings. How are we all doing today? I hope that we're all doing absolutely swell. I sure am. Don't know why I have a whistle when I say sure. That's fun. Anyway, hope we're all doing well. I've got myself into this new program. And like when I say I've got myself into it, I mean I've got myself into it. I love it. If y'all don't know what it's called Landman. Yeah, it's amazing. I love it. I love it. I love Landman. It's so good. Only thing it's missing is a tarot reader guiding them on when to do the oil and shit. That is like the only thing that they're missing. Other than that, it's really good. But yeah, I hope that we're all doing well. I hope they're all having a good day. It is paid live today. Okay, so please do remember that it's paid live. No free things apart from yes or no's. I am shutting down temporarily my Patreon, and I'm moving everything over, like all the subscription stuff, over to my Buy Me a Coffee. So if you do want the subscription benefits, don't forget to go to my Buy Me a Coffee. Have a look at the subscription levels. Okay. I am going to be messaging the 2 people that are subscribed to my Patreon. But I am moving away. Oh, temporarily away from Patreon. It's not doing me anything that I need. So yeah. Ooh, I need to update my PayPal. Hello, Polar. How are you, my darling? How are you? Hello. Give me 1 second. I'm just mixing intention into my drink. And yes, by doing that, I am mixing it with my finger in a hot coffee. That's good coffee. I love a Tim Hortons. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm missing a couple of things. Ow. I don't want a snowflake in my ear. It's not Christmas yet. Give me 1 sec, my darlings. I just realised I need to get back on with my podcast. Just realised that. 1 sec, I've got 2 holes in 1 hole. Hello, Sandra. Come on. Hello, Angel. Come on. There we go. Hello, Egg. How are you? I'm not joking. I have 2 holes in 1 hole. I do. I'm not joking. When I got my ear pierced I got pierced by a gun. I got both my ears pierced by a gun. So in this ear, I have 2 holes. It is lovely weather. It is. It is. Are you still being thought about by JS? Let's see. I feel that you are. Yes. Will R call you and see when? Let's see. Will he call you? He will call you and we're looking about in the next day. Oh, okay. Will S and you get engaged in 2026? Let's see. You will. Big time. Will you and Oliver reconcile in June? Let's see. Yes. You can ask me anything you want, Egg. Whether it's on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Just don't message me on Threads. My messages on Threads are quite screwed up. They keep deleting themselves, and they're like, I'm not telling you to delete yourself, so please stop. Ugh. So yeah. Anyone that messaged me on Threads, don't bother. Please go and message me over on Instagram via WhatsApp, email, or a platform that isn't screwing me over. And I mean that. Will R see you? If so, when? Let's see. Hello, Queen. I feel like he will see you, and we're looking within the next day to 2. Okay. Am I ready for you? Honey, I'm always ready for you. I'm always ready for you. But don't forget, guys, to go and subscribe to my Buy Me a Coffee. I have 4 levels of subscriptions. 3 levels of subscriptions. No, 4 levels of subscriptions I do. Starting from £3 going up to 15. Thank you for the Harmy. By the way, I do have a payment through. I will be going over to pay payments in a second. I'm just letting people fluctuate in. So we're just going through some yes or no's before I go into the actual readings. Just warming me up. I'm good, thank you, my darling. I'm on my 3rd coffee of the day. I did do a coffee detox, so I only drank like 1 or 2 a day. I'm now back to maybe drinking a bit too many. But yeah, I'm on my 3rd already. And it's only, what, 2:57? Thank you for the follow. Will S divorce his wife by May? Let's see. Yes. Yeah. Did Boris, your landlord, have feelings for you at one time? Let's see. I feel like he did, but he never acted on them. Will you get the leadership promotion at work? Let's see. Yes. Thank you for the follow. Will Ruble call you today? Let's see. No. I think it's going to be a text. There's contact, but not a call. It looks like text. Have I always been psychic? Oh, God, yeah. But I only found it out in the recent years. Last 4 years I found out. But no, I was born with the gift. And as I always say, you have to be born with the gift. You can't learn it. If you're not born with it, you can't do it. Simple. You can pay through Stripe, Buy Me a Coffee, Ko-fi. You can. They take Cash App, Venmo, you name it, they take it. Okay. PayPal only takes PayPal though. But all my other services take absolutely anything. They do. And Eggs messaged me, I think. I don't know. One sec, I've got a weird message. I don't know if it's from Egg. Oh no, it's not from Egg. Let me know when you've messaged Egg. And I can help out. Oh, that might actually be Egg as I said that. Song called 1212. Is that you, Egg? Are you 1212? Yeah, whoa, Jesus. Okay. Okay. One sec, guys. Just gotta do a quick bit of reading. Don't be sorry for not being active. Egg, are you in my chat still? You've just absolutely made my day and made me laugh. Please say you're in the chat. I have a massive explanation for the first bit. Right, for your first bit, it's called psychic spying. Okay, Egg? If they've read you, like, but without you knowing. So I do it all the time. I will read my friends to filth behind their back. Literally. Tracy, I'll be messaging you with more details, okay, boo? Don't worry. You will be getting more details. It'll be after the live I message you. And a gut feeling, always go by your gut. Okay? Your gut is never wrong. Well, mine isn't. I go by my bones. And what it is it's your spiritual body or your guide, God, Jesus, whatever you believe in, is checking you. Okay. Okay. I did it back to the person too. I read them and got reversed Empress and reversed Hangman. Oh, shit. So basically that person don't care about no one. They don't understand other people's thoughts. They don't see what other people think about them. And in all, they're insecure. If you've got a reversed Empress with reversed Hangman there. I think I expressed this to my friend feeling I had. Right after this whole argument, I had a nightmare. Okay, I love the fact you had a nightmare, that's good. Then last night, a whole dream is me starting at this grey thing that is floating and shifting into different shapes and faces. What does this mean? Am I a problem? Are they a problem? So you're a problem, you'll always be a problem. Okay, I'm a problem, I'll always be a problem. You are always going to be a problem in someone's life. Always. Okay? If someone goes, oh, I'm a saint, I'm never a problem in anyone's life, bullshit. You are always going to be a problem in someone's life. Someone has to be a scapegoat. Someone has to be the guy who takes the fall, takes the blame. So you're always going to be the joker in someone's life, and someone's always going to be the villain in yours. Okay? So that shape you're seeing, that shifting, that shaping, that is your emotions. That is your emotions done in shapes, done in views of others and how others perceive you. It's also your conscience, your guilty conscience as well. The fact it's grey just shows that you don't even know who you are. You don't understand what you are. You don't understand why people see you as they do. And that is because you are spiritually blind. Okay, and what it's basically saying is you need to find yourself and understand yourself. And if someone has a criticism of you, take the criticism, but learn to use it to rebuild yourself bigger and better. Okay, so what it's doing is it's just showing you that you need to sort of upgrade yourself. You need to realign yourself and redivine yourself. Thank you for the follow. It's just showing you that you have to recreate who you are to be your true self, because you are starting to care too much in what other people think. Thank you for the follow. And it's getting to the point where your mind is going down the suicidal point. It's also going to the point where you're getting more depressed, more anxious. You're starting to change the way you dress just to fit in. Stop it. Okay? That's not going to help you out at all. Be who you are, be yourself, and if you want to be different, be fucking different. Simple as. Okay, boo? That's all it's basically saying. Okay. 13, 13, 14, 14. Ooh, nice. You're welcome, boo. Right, a couple more yes-nos and then I'm going to get into the readings. So, hey, my darling. Sometimes said thank you. Is D missing you? Let's see. Is D missing you? Let's see. Yes. Does Leo want you? Let's have a look. Does Leo want you? I don't think they do at the moment. I think that they're too focused on themselves. Thank you for the lovely gift, my darling. Thank you, thank you. Will Emma and you get back together? Yes, you will. I don't know how I haven't got a paper cut yet. I really don't. Can't wait to get my nails done. They really need it. I broke another 2 fingers. Again. Do I have... Sharon? You here, Babs? Hello, Boo. What would you like your reading on? You sent £20. So you have a... I'll tell you what you have when I can do the maths. 20 take 15.55. 15.15 even. So you've also then got £4 and 85 pence left. You sent for 2 questions, so you've got 210, like 2 full readings, is that correct? I hate maths. I've got discount clear. Yes, okay, thank you, Boo. I've got discount clear, so I cannot math at all. And my phone just doesn't want to do what my hand is telling it to do. Love that. There, or my phone doesn't. My phone's like, I'm not doing that. I'm not opening that. For God's sake. So, could you help me see if Y is genuine? She reconnected with you after 6 years and recently told you she is in a financial difficulty, so she borrowed $500. Jesus Christ. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. If you got your own Tumblr, message me your link on Tumblr so I can follow it. Okay. Also, link your Stripe to Tumblr. You get paid. You get paid that way. Okay, what do I want to use for that question? So have you sent her the $500? Or is she just asking for it and you've not done anything yet? Hello, Emily. Just so I know what deck to use. Because I've got a few options depending on what you say. I'm getting a wedgie. Ow. You've sent it. Okay. Grand risings, my darlings. She sounded like she really needed it. That's alright. Just need to know what deck I wanted to use. Here we go. Let's have a look at what she is. And if she's genuine, what she wants, why she's coming to you. And if she actually needed that money. Oh, honey, she genuinely needed it. Okay, I feel like she's got new feelings for you, and I feel like she really wants that friendship back, but I feel like she really did need that money. Okay, for once, she wasn't lying. She is actually in big need. Okay, I feel like she's been needing it for quite a while. I feel like she might not be doing as good. You know how, like, she was doing better than you at times? Karma's caught up to her. She bragged too much. And now she's got deep regret. Okay, she bragged way too much. Now she's got deep regret. And I feel like she's falling. Okay, thank you for the follows. I feel like she's starting to realise where she went wrong, what she did was wrong. And I feel like it's almost like everything is falling. You know how people say, don't give people your dreams until they've come true. Don't tell people you've got a job interview and that you're going to succeed until you have. That's what she did. She kept telling people that she's got this, she's got that, she's done this, she's done that. Karma's come to her. And karma has showed her, bitch, that's not what you do. That is not what you do. And now she's falling, now she's failing. Okay, now she's hitting ground and she's going, I don't know what to do anymore. Okay, she's starting to realise that everything is starting to fall, everything is starting to fail, because she gave too much information away to people. So now she's having to be a charitable person, get charity, so that she can actually get what she needs now. And this is why she's come back to you. And I feel like she's going to be a changed person. Okay, I really do. I really do think that she's going to change, and I feel like she's going to be much better. What I would also say here is I feel like there's going to be a massive apology. I think she's going to pay you back. I really do. Okay, she'll pay you back as soon as she's got the money to pay you back. Okay, right now she won't. Okay, right now she won't have the money to pay you back. I'm sorry. But she's going to do it as quickly as she can. She needs to learn to relax and to stop voicing her damn opinions all the time. Okay, she doesn't need to be voicing them. That's why you continue speaking. That's good. She just needs to stop saying her opinions all the time. She needs to become grounded. Okay. And she knows that you mean business. She knows that when you say you want your money back, she needs to send you your money back. Okay, and she understands that. She knows that you're not joking about. She knows that you ain't playing. Okay. She knows that you ain't playing. Thank you for the follow. Okay. She knows that you actually mean business now. Okay. Oh, she understands that she can take her time, but she understands that you're only being nice. But she knows that she still owes your money, and that if she doesn't pay it back soon, she knows that she's probably never going to get a chance with you again. So she knows that even when someone says, take as long as you want, there's still a deadline. Okay. She knows that she can't just take the piss and like pay you back in 40 years. She knows that she's still got to pay you back early and like soon, but that there's no pressure. Do you get what I mean? So like, even though you were like, yeah, take as long as you want, she knows that that doesn't literally mean take as long as you bloody want. Okay. I think she's starting to realise that help is everything. She's starting to realise that she really did go mess up. Okay. Okay. Exactly, it's always going to be on her mind. Okay. And she knows that if she wants to keep getting stuff from you, like if she still wants like money from you when she needs it, she's got to stay on your good side. Okay. So she knows that she has to stay on your good side. If she wants anything ever from you, your good side is needed. And if she doesn't stay on your good side, she knows that she is done. Okay. No, you know like when someone asks for a favour and you think, yeah, sure. Well, if she ever needed another favour, let's say she's needing like 20 quid just for some gas, you might never do it. Even if it's just for like a lift, you wouldn't do it because she never paid you back before. So you think, well, why should I give you a lift? Because you ain't going to do nothing for me. Okay. So she knows if she ever needs help with anything, whether it's money, whether it's with getting places, whether it's just to talk, she knows that she has to stay on your good side so that she can still get the help as a friend if she needs it. And she knows that she still needs to reciprocate the energy and give you the friendship as well, and give you the opportunities to ask for help as well, so that she can still do the same if she has to. Okay. She knows that she has to reciprocate the energy that you give her back to you. Okay. So that you guys actually have a friendship that is based on loyalty and based on trust. Okay. Don't give any yet. Okay, she does not need any more. Okay, that is way too soon. You need to make sure that you're going to get your first load back. Okay. You need to make sure you can trust her. Never, always give someone one thing first and then wait to see what they do next. Okay, like, honey, it's way too soon. It is way too soon. Page of Swords, Three of Swords are way too soon. Okay? Until you know that she is trustworthy and that she is going to pay you every single dime back, no. Okay? Otherwise, you're going to become a bank that goes bankrupt. But you're just going to keep giving. Okay? And she's got other people that she can get money from for food. You've just given her $500. If she goes through $500 that quickly, honey, she ain't just spending it on food. She ain't spending it on essentials. Okay? Food does not cost $500. I'm sorry. Even so, even if it's for rent, my darling, she shouldn't go through money that quickly. Okay. Like, you should always have money for food, water, rent, electricity bills. And if you don't have the money for that, why are you living where you are? Like, you can't be an ATM for her. She needs to get a job. She needs to get money. Okay. She cannot take you as an ATM. Otherwise, she's just taking you for a ride, baby. She's just using you at that point. Okay. So she needs to find a job that's going to pay. What you can do, instead of giving her more money, is help her find that job. Because in a way, you're giving her money by giving her a job. See what I mean? She'll take whatever help you can give. And if she doesn't, well, honey, she can fail. She can fall. She can hit the ground. Okay, she can fail. You shouldn't care. If she doesn't take the help where you're helping her find a job that's going to pay her, then she can fail. She can go homeless. She can have no money. Simple as. But she should take the help that you were given. And if she can't be asked to take the help that you were given, she'd rather just feed off of you, she can go homeless. Hola! Okay, boom. Does that first question make sense? And I know that sounds harsh on me. I know. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube. I know it sounds harsh, but it's reality. It's truth. And if people can't be asked to get a job, and they rely on other people's money, you are on the list, Queen. Don't worry. I'm just about to do a second reading for her. Then you can have the consequences of not having money. It's that simple. You can hit the ground running and fall. I mean, all my friends know I will happily give them money. Happily. As long as they pay me back. And I ain't that nice friend where I just want the money that you owe me. I will start charging you interest after the first month. Simple. I will charge you interest. If you owe me anything, if you owe me money and you show signs of not having any interest in paying me back, I will make you pay interest. if you don't pay back by the time we agree, you will get interest after that. And normally I'll give you a month to pay me back. If you owe me money, you pay me money. I'm harsh. I'm reality. I will make you pay. And I remember an ex-friend gave me the bullshit of, I can't go to the ATM. I was like, honey, I've got to pay a credit. My mum's got to pay a credit card off, and she paid for this. So you're going to pay us back one way or another. He's like, well, I don't have any cash on me. I went, that's fine. I got my phone out. I did this. I literally got my phone out. Got my sum up. I got my sum up. We went to check out. And I put the money in the checkout. And I went, here you go. Scan your card on my phone. And we ain't letting you out the car till you pay me the fucking money. Simple as. He ended up paying me the money. Thank you, Michelle. We drove him to 2 ATMs, and he said, I don't trust them. And I went, look, you're going to pay us either way. You're either going to go to the ATM or you're going to use my phone to pay me. And he went, I don't trust your sum up, though. And I went, and you're not getting out the car. You're not getting out the car. Here you go. And he ended up paying me. You might be my friends, but as I always says, if you owe me money, I'm reality. And I'm one of those people where the way I work is if I owed you money, I would do everything in the world to pay you back straight on time. So what I expect is you to do the same back to me. I expect you to pay me on time. If you don't pay me within the time frame, I'm not only going to be badgering you every single day, every single hour for that money, I will also threaten to put interest on it. And I'm fair. I will. If let's say I loaned you £100, I would give you 2 months to pay back that £100, maybe 3, depending how much I need that money back and how quickly. Now, 3 months is a fair price to get £100 back, because most people can get that back within 2 weeks, maybe within a week, depending on what your job is, how long you work for, how much you get paid. So you factor all that in. Now, I know how my friends work. I know what they do for work. I know where they work, so I roughly know how much they will get an hour. Now, I also know the minimum wage. Now, if you owe me £100 within that week, within that month, let's say, you're going to either pay me that £100 within that month, or you're going to pay interest. I'm like a bank. And I would expect the same. If I owed you £100 and I didn't pay it in time, I'd expect you to charge me interest. I really would. It's only fair. I didn't stick to a deal, I get the consequence. Simples. So I do what I expect back. You know what I mean? I expect it to happen to me, so it's going to happen to you. Simple as. And it's only fair. Luckily, I've never asked for anything from people because I'm awful. I don't like owing money. I don't even like asking my parents for money. It got to the point where I had no money in my bank account. So I literally dug into my savings so I have money to pay bills. The only time I've owed money was to Mum, and a couple of times I didn't pay on time. In all fairness, we didn't have an arranged time. But I may try pay back in full. And I gave that money straight back in full. I did. But I hate owing money. Hate it. I don't know how people... There are some people... Some of my friends, they're like, yeah, I owe this person that much. And they're like... And this is not stressing you out? They're like, no. I've got till here to do it. I'm like, that's not stressing you out that you owe someone money? And they went, no. How? How? I'd be on the floor. I would be 6 feet under from stress. I'd be there like, I have to pay you back. I will. But no. I've even said... So when I eventually get a part-time job, when I can actually find one, I did look today, I couldn't find one. I said to Mum, I'm going to get a credit card for Virgin. So I get Virgin points because y'all know I like to fly. Y'all know I like to go on holiday, but I like to upgrade. We like to upgrade, so we need Virgin points to do that. So I said, when I get a part-time job, I will get a Virgin credit card. Now, my rule is, when it comes to credit cards, is I will not pay on that credit card unless I know I have that money in my bank account. I ain't getting a bad credit score, thank you. And if I don't have the money, I don't use the credit card. Simple as. Because I need that money. I know, Rainforest, but there's certain situations where you need to ask people for help. And trust me, I've been told that many times. And they're like, but I don't want to ask that. And they're like, you need it. My friend keeps saying I need to go to therapy. And I keep going, but I don't want to. The therapist would need therapy after me. And he went, and? I was like, I'm not going to therapy. It costs too much money. Right, back to the reading. So, number 2. How is I feeling towards you? Did he see your story on Sunday? First of all, let's see. Did he see your story on Sunday? Yes. He did. He did, yes. But yeah, moral of the story is don't owe people money. Simple as. Unless you have no choice. Oh, Egg, I won't even use Klarna. I won't even use Klarna. I cannot do installments in payments. My phone, I saved £1,600 just so I could buy this phone. I could have done installments, but I ain't thinking, oh my god, I need to have money to pay them back. No. I'll buy you outright, thank you. As simple as. I cannot do. No. No, I cannot at all. I don't use Afterpay, no. No. I have to have the money and I have to give it in full. I cannot owe. Scares me. I'm scared of debt. I really am. I'm terrified of debt. Right. Here we go. Let's see how I feels about you, my darling. Let's have a look. Thank you for your patience. So, ooh, there's passion, my darling. There's love. There's good energy. Okay. It's hard to live to pay in full. And that's why, if you can't afford it, you don't do it. That's just my mindset, though. Could be some autistic. But yeah, there's balance. I feel like he feels quite positive towards you, but I also feel like he's got some feelings that he's never felt before. Okay. So it's almost like he is really struggling to keep his thoughts to himself. I feel like he's really trying not to tell people, but I feel like there's sometimes where he's almost slipped. There's some people that he's almost told, but he's been a good boy and he's kept it to himself no matter how hard it was. Okay, but it's almost like his energy is almost slipping to where he's telling people. And I feel like he's really, really trying not to. He really is. Okay. It's hard though, because he really wants to show his passion towards you. He really wants to show his passion for you. So it's almost like, I really want to say, I really want to show this. Then he doesn't. There's going to be an opportunity where he is going to express his feelings towards you though, my darling. Okay. I do have a really small deck. I'll show it you in a second. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's not as motivated right now. Is his work doing okay? Because I feel like he's not got a lot of motivation at work. And I feel like it's really hurting him. It's almost like seasonal. Hello, my darling. Not sure. Okay. I feel like he's starting to re-find himself, but I feel like he's scared of failure. So it's almost like he really wants to go out with you. He really wants to talk to you. He really does. But I feel like he's scared of failing. Thank you for the heart, me. It's almost like he's scared to let people see his failures. And I feel like he doesn't want to be turned down by you. So it's almost like he really wants to express his feelings, but he's scared that you might not have the same. So I feel like he's going to try and show them. But I feel like he's going to be slightly discreet when he does this. So although he really wants you to see them, it's like, hello, Tam. Hello, Angel. It's almost like he's trying to see the truth. He's trying to see what he needs to. He's trying to see what everyone's telling him to. But it's almost like he can't. I feel like his friends are trying to set him up with someone, but he's going, no, they're not my type. Because he knows that you are. He's just had really painful past lives. Okay. Hello, Tia. I feel like that could be why he's struggling. This could be why he's held back. He's almost trying to be authoritative, but he can't all the time. I feel like he will eventually get to come forwards, my darling. He will eventually get to show himself. It will take time to show himself, though. What I would also say here is I feel like he's got to walk away from his past before he can walk towards his future. And I feel like he's got to remove all the anxiety, okay, and depression. I feel like his communication really needs work on, but I feel like it will. What I would also say here for you as well is I feel like there's going to be a strong connection between the both of you. Very, very strong. What I will also say as well, my darling, is I feel like he is thinking about you and I feel like he is really trying to come forwards towards you. But it's almost like how fast can he come and how slow does he need to be? That is what he's struggling with. Okay, is timing, perfect timing, harmony. Okay, because he wants to be successful. He wants to have the success. He wants to have the joy. He needs the confidence, which hell he does not have when it comes to emotions. Okay, but he is scared of being destroyed. He needs that freedom. Okay, he is scared that his emotions will just be shot down. And I mean when he's scared, he's terrified. Okay. I feel like money might also be a little bit of a problem at the moment. Talking of money. Okay, hello Chloe. Okay, so I don't feel like his money is necessarily doing amazing, but I feel like it's getting better. Okay. So we have a positive on that as well. How old am I? I am 21, turning 22 this year. That wanted to come out. I feel like he needs a break. He needs a holiday. I feel like he's trying to look at his inner truth. He's trying to look at his inner self. Okay. But I feel like he needs a change. He really does. I feel like as much as he likes dentistry, I feel like he really does need a change. I'm not going to lie. Okay, and he knows that he does. I feel like he wants a new start with you. He really does. Okay. Okay, my darling. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well is I feel like he is going to be sweet. He's still going to be kind on your next meeting. Someone's trying to stab him in the back though. So I feel like he's more focused on that. He's got a new opportunity coming his way. He is very determined. I feel like he's thinking of starting his own practice. Yeah, he looks like he's starting his own practice soon, my darling. So he might be moving over to that. Okay? Does that make sense? I do have quite a few readings, yes. Yes. I did a wee money spell on myself yesterday. Wasn't expecting it to work that quickly. Thank you, Tracy. I will be giving you more details about the Patreon. I'm not shutting it down necessarily. I'm just moving away from it for a bit. Going over to buy me a coffee. Because it's just a little easier at the moment, because my Patreon is going through a funny. It's not allowing me to do some stuff, and I've got to try and work out why. So I'm going over to buy me a coffee while I sort my Patreon out. I don't know how long it's going to be down for. I'll explain more over text though, okay, babe? I think I've received your payment as well. I'll have a check in a sec. Right, let me just quickly put my iPad on charge. It's low. There you go. You're welcome, my darling. Hello, Stacey. Do I have Queen next? Tracy, thank you for your £15 membership as well. Sent on Insta, thank you. By the way, guys, do remember that when you subscribe to my Buy Me a Coffee, check what you get in the levels, please. The reason why I say that is because depending on what level you go for will depend on if you can get private readings half price or if you have to pay full. Okay. So please do check that. So, reading head. Okay, let me change decks first. Because this is serious when you go reading head. Thank you for the football love. I don't know how people like football, but thank you for the football love. Just for the new people that are here, yeah, I hate football with a passion. I will sooner stick needles in my eyes than watch a football match. And before anyone says, oh, you're joking, I'm not. I'm not. Give me American football, give me hockey, you'll have me sat there for hours. Give me soccer, you'll have me going into like a different room, drinking coffee, or trying to get as drunk as I can so I don't remember the game all night. Ooh. Honey, just saying someone's hair is nice is the cheapest compliment you can get. That's low effort. Come on. Make him give you a better compliment. I just did. I'm good, Claire. How are you, my darling? I'm trying to get that image out my head. I can literally imagine that. I don't know if that's a good thing, Queen, that I can imagine you like that or not. Hello, Neely. But I can imagine it. Ooh. Okay. Hello, Tess. Neely. That's my third cup of coffee in this. That is. I drink a lot of coffee. Egg, let me just quickly, just while I get an image out my head, let me show you my smallest deck. There you go. Tiny. There you go. Too tiny. I just wanted it in my collection. Actually, I don't think that's my smallest. And these are my smallest tarot decks. They are. That's my smallest tarot deck. They are. They're meant to be like travel size. I can read with them. They're tiny, but I can read with them. Thank you for the hand heart, my darling. But yeah, they're cute. I like them. Right, Queen, let's see what the energy is. Let's see. All I'm saying is if a person's Ace of Wands is smaller than those, I ain't dating you. So, he has found new passion with you, my darling. He has found new love with you, okay? And I feel like it's been restored. I feel like he was just going through a depressing time, hence why it's the way he acted, okay? What I will also say here as well, my darling, is I feel like it's going to be a new proposal towards you. There is a new life coming, okay? It's almost like it's going to be a lot more open, a lot more clear, okay? A lot more wanting. I feel like it's going to be a lot of bedtime, okay? He'd be feeling the drugs, let's put it that way. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you two have broken a cycle and created a new. Okay, so we have that positivity here as well. So you've broken an old cycle and you're in a new cycle now. Okay, honey, he's going to make this work. Okay, he's becoming more mature, more truth, more true. Okay, he is becoming better. Paige, thank you for your payment, boo. Okay, he is actually going to make this work between you. What I will also say here as well for you, my darling, is I feel like he is going to show you the true love. Okay, he is going to show you what an emperor he can be. And what I would also say to you as well is I feel like the communication's picking up between the both of you as well. I feel like he's making hasty decisions, but good ones. Okay, so he's not really taking long to think about them. He's not really thinking about them necessarily because he doesn't need to. He knows what he wants, okay? He knows what he needs, so he's there like, yeah, we want this. We want this, we're going to go for this. Okay. And that's what he's going to do. What I would also say here is his attitude is changing for the better as well. We do have the Ten of Cups with the Strength card. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of power in his thrust. Okay. Quite powerful thrust coming your way. Which means that you two are going to be physically successful. Okay, do I feel dirty saying all this? Oh god, yes. Does it feel good? Oh hell yeah. Right, let's see what else you're gonna get. Oh honey, this isn't your first rodeo. You've done this all before. Okay, you've had someone that's given the same sort of energy but better. He's about to outdo them. Okay, he's about to outdo them, my darling. What I would also say here for you as well is I feel like there's going to be some play. Okay. There's going to be some power play going on. One of you is going to be the animal. The other one's going to be the keeper. Have you ever done animal role play? Because I feel like there's something like that coming along. Yeah, it feels like there's that coming along. But I feel like it's going to be positive. I feel like it's going to be good. I'll tell you, I'll send you the name of it. I can't actually say it on TikTok. I will get banned. It's almost like he's leaving his past behind. He is. He's leaving his past behind and he's going into more of a positive area. Which means that he's actually becoming more positive. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? Does that make sense, boo? can you see if it's changed, if you'll see him soon? You are going to see him sooner, yes. Okay. Yeah. Hence why I gave you the hint of, I'll be seeing you soon. Okay. You're welcome, my darling. Right, let's see who else I have on my list. Do I have... Who is my stripe? Right, I'm going to be very honest. I'm going to butcher this like hell. I am sorry. Do I have Felicia? Massive apology in advance for butchering that name. Hello, my darling. What would you like your reading on, Boo? Will it get better by the end of the month? Let's see. No. No. At least not by the end of this month. What do you want your reading on, Boo? Let me change decks. Around your children. Okay, we can do that. How old are your children, Boo? How old are we looking at? 16, 17, 6, 8? I skipped a number there because I ain't doing that shit. If you get what I mean. 13 and 12. Okay. I'm guessing it's a school situation. Your youngest has been bullied. Tam, thank you for your payment. Your youngest is getting bullied and alienated. It's almost like they're trying to scream for help, but they're just not getting it. There is no reason for it. I just feel like the person gets a kick out of it. I wouldn't say it's physical. I would say it's more like name-calling, judging. I would, but I think that your youngest is like a goody two-shoes when it comes to school, when it comes to social life. They're very good at what they do. They're very good at who they are. They're very confident. Problem is, people around them don't like the confidence. They see it as a threat. Your oldest is trying to protect the youngest. Okay, and I feel like your oldest knows about this, but I feel like they've not said anything because the youngest doesn't want anything said. I feel like the oldest is dealing with this very well. I feel like the problem with your children is they bottle everything up. Okay, they don't really express the true feelings. They don't really say the truth. And I feel like it's not the fact that they're scared of you. They're just the fact that they're scared of what's going to happen next. Okay. I feel by the end of next month, everything will iron out. Everything will get better. You're a hard-working parent. Okay. You try your hardest with everything and you try and make it work out. You're going through a mental pain yourself, a mental struggle yourself, and I feel like this hurts you. Okay. This scares you. And I feel like you care for your children because you love them so much. You have that feeling, that thought of, I need you and I want you to stay. Okay, and I feel like you're scared of them growing up as well. Because you know they're not always going to be that sweet child that you once knew. Okay, they're going to be different. Okay, and I feel like that scares you sometimes. That's life. We're all going to be scared at some time. What I would also say here is you're not going to stay in that situation for much longer. Your situation is going to get better as well. Okay. Which is the child that isn't talking to you as much? I feel like it's the 13-year-old that isn't being like as talkative. Yeah. Thought it was the oldest. And I'm guessing you're starting to feel that distance and it's starting to scare you. What I would say here is, look, they're a teenager. They're not going to be as close as they used to, but it will iron out. Okay. It will iron out and it will get easier. Okay. I'm guessing you take them to high school as well. What I will say here is their future's set in stone. Their future is fine. Okay, you've got nothing to worry about when it comes to their future, my darling. Okay, and I feel like they're going to have a good and positive future. Okay, they are strong. Okay. Your children are strong, boo. You just got to believe. Okay. I don't feel like there's anything to worry about at all. Okay. I feel like they're just starting their new path. And I feel like the painful thing is the fact that they're getting older. The fact that your youngest is almost a teenager and your oldest is a teenager. That is the scariest thing. Okay, I think the thing that's scaring you the most is that they're just not being as open. So it's not necessarily a situation that they're going through. It's more the fact that they're not being as open. Okay, for you. I think that that's the thing that scares you, is you don't know what's going on in their life compared to how much you used to. I think you're scared because you're not used to the change. You always thought that they were always going to be open with you, that they could always trust you. That's gone for now. You'll get that back, don't worry. But while they're just getting in the teenage part, while the hormones are just kicking in, okay, they're going to be a little bit withdrawn. Okay, that's life. Okay, my darling. But it's not going to stay like that, I can assure you that, okay, boo? Does that make sense? You're very welcome, my darling. Right, give me 1 sec. I have a fucking wedgie and I just need to go and sort it. 1 second. I looked so fat as I got up then. Just saying. Oh. How come I can look slim as I sit down but fat as I get up? Jesus. Right. Who's next? Do I have Aisha, you sent for a 1 card. So when will your son get an IT technical job? Let's see. Oh, straight out the bat. 8 days. It'll be in 8 days, my darling. He's gonna find one. Okay. And in about 2 weeks in total is when he'll successfully get it. Okay. I feel like this is going to be quite a high pay. I'm going to do in English pounds, but I'm from England, so convert it into your own currency. We're looking around about 35 to 65k a year with this job. Okay. It's going to be quite a high technical job, quite a high situation. And I feel like it's going to be very worth it. What I'd also say here is it is going to bring a lot of hope as well. Thank you for the gift. What I will also say here is, yeah, it's going to take time to get to the top pay, but he will make it. And I feel eventually he will become quite high. Quite a high position. We're looking second from top. Okay. Does that make sense? Don't go asking him for high pay straight away now. Try and get a good pay, but don't go straight in going like, oh, can I have the high pay? No. The moment you do that is the moment you fail. Okay. You're welcome. Thank you for the heart, me. Do I have Michelle next, please? Do I have Michelle? Hello, Boo. What would you like your reading on, my darling? Thank you for the roses. Questions on PayPal? Thank you. Thank you for the roses. Michelle. Let me change decks. Whoa, thank you for the roses, my darlings. Level 11, nice. Well done for reaching level 11 on the fans. Heart me's, that's what I was looking for. Bravo. Right, what do I want to use? I want you. Not you. I want you. You can go in there now. You can go in there now. You can go there. You can close. You can open. You can be put down, you can be put to the side. Here we go. So, when are you going to be in a committed relationship? Let's see. That's a good question. Let's have a look. In about a week, it looks like. A week to 2 weeks. A year for it to be fully committed. Okay. Yeah. A year for it to be fully committed, but it's going to start within the next 1 to 2 weeks. So, what are Anthony's energies, thoughts, and feelings towards you currently, and what to expect? Hey, at least you got a thank you message. That's a good thing. Okay. So, let's have a look. Let's see. Let's see. Right, I feel like the feelings are very positive, my darling. Okay. I feel like they're looking very positive. I feel like they're being very relaxed. Okay, but he knows what he wants. I feel like he's spending time to himself, relaxing, keeping on top of himself, keeping an understanding between himself. What I would also say here for you as well, especially with like the 10 of Wands, is he's working really hard. I feel like he's trying to better himself. Okay. He's trying to better himself into a better person. He's trying to make himself a better person so that he can work it out with you. I feel like he wants to get the friendship working first, and I feel like he's going to work really hard to defend that friendship. As soon as the friendship is established to being proper, true, and like tight, that relationship's going to stay. Okay, he's going to keep it. What I will also say here is I feel like he's a little bit lonely. Okay, he feels like not everything is working his way. But I feel like when he's with you, he doesn't feel that loneliness. He feels that happiness. Okay. He feels like he's there with a family. He feels like he's in his truth. He feels like he's in his element. And I feel like that's what gives him his happiness, because he knows that he's doing the right thing. He knows that he's gambling in the right area. Okay. And I feel like that is what he needs. Okay, because he knows you're a very talented person. He knows that you're very good at what you do. Okay, but he knows that he has to take the right steps. And that he has to go in the right directions. Okay, one wrong move, he's down, he's under. Okay, so he knows that he needs to find the right direction in to go and find the right place. Thank you for the heart, me. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's shifting it into a better situation for you. Not for himself, for you. Okay, and you are about to get rewarded big time. Okay, my darling, you're about to get awarded big time. Hello, my darling. Thank you for the go populars. What I will also say here for you as well, my sweet, is I feel like he's about to be a lot more honest with you. Okay. He's about to be a lot more clear. But I feel like he's being very optimistic in what he wants. Okay. And optimistic you're going to give it. Okay, my darling. What I will also say for you as well is I feel like he's going to be very extroverted around you. So you'll see that he's going to be very big, very powerful. Okay. And that is because he's willing to take the gamble around you to use his energy. You two are going to be together. Okay. I feel like there is going to be a relationship between the both of you. And I feel like it's going to be a very needed and wanted relationship as well. Okay. I feel like it's going to have all the balance, the generosity that it needs. I feel like he's going to be giving very generously. Okay. If you get what I mean. You two are stuck together, and you're going to stay stuck together. Okay. There is no way out of this relationship. You two have to be. Okay, and you two will be. What I will also say here is I feel like he's healed from his past, and he's ready to start anew with you. Okay, hello, intuitive cat. How are you? He's ready to play the big game. Okay, he's ready to play a big game in the proper game. He's ready to go forwards. And I feel like he's about to. Okay, my darling. You're his bullseye. Okay, babe. Does that make sense? I'm good, thank you, babe. Well, I'm glad that made sense. Right, let's see who is next. Do I have Tracy? Do I have Tracy? Can't remember if she's on TikTok or if she's on YouTube. Hello, boo. How are you? Hello. So, you like Celtic Cross, usual questions. So first of all, does he love you? Let's see. Yes, he does love you, my darling. Okay, yes. Big time. Is he talking to anyone romantically online? Or the gas woman? No, not online and no gas woman. Okay, my darling. No, 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 no. Okay. So now let's have a look at the energy between the both of you. Let's see. Let's see. I feel like he's still feeling very positive about you, my darling, as he knows that you are the one. I feel like you two will be joining up for a cup of coffee. Okay, I feel like you guys will be joining up to talk. What I would also say here for you as well is I feel like you're about to go into a relationship with him that you've never had before. You're about to tread in waters that you've never done. Okay. What I would say here is I feel like he is going to be your one. I also feel like you're going to be together. What I would also say here for you as well is I feel like you're going to be staying for the week. Pardon me, going over for the weekend, my darling. Okay, not staying, going over. I also feel like you're going to have tea together. I feel like he will offer for you to stay over, but whether you take it, that's up to you. Okay, that's your choice, boo. I feel like you will probably take that opportunity to stay over. Okay. As I feel like it's what you want to do. What I would also say here as well is I feel like you're going to take as much as you can. So if he gives you an opportunity, you're going to take it. Okay, you're not just going to sit back. Okay, boo. What I would also say for you as well, my dear, is I feel like he's going to be very clear, very true, very honest with you as well. At the same time, what I'd also say for you is I feel like he's going to be your person. He's going to be the person that you desire. Because I feel like he wants to better himself. He knows that the fact that he got another opportunity to be with you was a sign. He's going to take it. Okay, he's going to take the gamble. Okay, my darling? Does that make sense? You're very welcome, my darling. You're very welcome. Lucina, thank you for your payment, boo. Remember, guys, I do offer money rituals, money spells. Okay, if you want them done, just message. Okay. I can tell you now the one I did yesterday has been very successful for today. Do I have Paige, please? Hello, LC, K5X. I do money spells, I do curses, hexes, luck, cleansing, so I can cleanse you. It's all I can think of off the top of my head. It's 15-15 for a ritual, or if you want a curse or a hex, it's 30-30. It is. Hello, Tia. What would you like your reading on, boo? No. No. Rainforest, no. You'll be thankful to keep that attitude. That's who makes them them, and that teaches them that they might not always get what they want. Okay. Also teaches you to have resilience. I mean, we could definitely try a spell on her to see if it'll change the attitude. I'm willing to experiment. If you're willing to gamble your money with me, I'm willing to experiment in any spell you want. As long as you're willing to pay the right prices. That's my only rule. So what do you need to know about your situation with Pisces and your career situation? We can do that. We can do that. Let's have a look. I feel Pisces is really thinking about you. Okay. Okay. Well, if she's doing that, I can definitely do a hex to make her regret doing that. But no, I feel like Pisces is really thinking about you, my darling. I feel like he really wants to actually see you again. I feel like he wants to meet up. What I would say here is I feel like there's a lot of joy. There's a lot of joy around you, my darling. A lot of hopefulness around you as well. What I would also say here for you as well, especially the King of Coins, is I feel like his financial situation is getting better, which means that he's going to be able to take you out. Okay, more. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel especially the Seven of Coins is you're about to reap your reward with your work and with him. Okay. Your book is going to sell. Honey, your manifestations are coming true, but you're just not believing in yourself. You've been wanting this relationship to work for ages, but you just have lost all belief in yourself. You're putting in so much work, so much effort, yet you're starting to doubt. And you need to stop. The Pisces is going to love you for you. Not for any failures, not for any negativity. The Pisces is going to love you for who you are. Whether you fail, succeed, or fall backwards, he's going to be there for you. And I think the sooner you realise that, the better. Okay. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of conflict. There's always going to be a little bit of conflict. Yeah, your tower might fall every now and then. It's always going to fall, but it's always going to open you up for new opportunities. And the sooner you realise that, the better. Okay. You're just trapped in a negative mental space, which is making you doubt everything. And I feel like the sooner you realise that, the better. The sooner you realise that you have to get out of your own head. Okay. And that you just need to start trusting yourself and stop stressing over yourself, the better, my darling, okay? Because there is so much success coming your way. So much joy, so much hope. Yeah, you're going to be fine. Okay. A hex won't make anyone lose anything. It's just like you tagging your favourite sweater and it unravelling. That's all it is. No pain. What I will also say here with the sun, my darling, is I feel like he's becoming very positive towards you. Okay, very positive, very hopeful. With the lovers next to the page of coins, what this is suggesting here is that he is moving towards a more financially stable point of view. So even if you can't financially stabilize yourself, he will help you through that. In his eyes, he's dating you, he's with you, he helps you. Okay. With the Five of Cups mixed with the Wheel of Fortune mixed with the Lovers, showing good luck. Okay. As soon as the child's born. That's when it will be coming in. As soon as the child's born is when you'll get child support. But you need to relax. Okay, you really need to relax, my darling. Because I think the problem here right now is you're overstressing yourself as you're thinking, shit, I have so much money that I need to be spending and doing, but I don't have any coming in. That you just feel like you're stabbing yourself in the back and that you're being a failure. Even there's so many opportunities coming your way within the next month, you'll be fine. Okay, you will be fine. I feel like he's going to take the responsibility where needed. I feel like he's going to give you everything that you need in that responsibility. Okay. Oh, for your first child, yeah, fucked. Sorry. I do still see a pregnancy for you, yes. But no, your first child, I'm sorry. That dad ain't paying. Unless you go to court and get a court order for him to pay, and like they force him to pay, honey, he ain't. Okay, he needs a reminder. Okay, he needs to be reminded that he owes you money and that he needs to be supporting your child. Otherwise, he isn't gonna. I'm sorry. But that's just not on his plate. But no, I feel like he needs a gentle reminder. Okay. Just a gentle reminder. I feel once he has that gentle reminder, I feel like he will give the child support that is needed. Until then, I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't think it's going to be a viable option. And I don't think that he thinks that he should be paying, even though he knows that he needs to. He just doesn't see it in that way. Okay. At all. He sees the child as yours and that you need to be paying it. But no, you will get your justice. Okay, he'll pay you back pay as well. Okay, due to the justice card, so there is going to be the back pay that you desire from it as well. Okay, job wise, money wise, you're going to be fine. You are going to find a suitable one. I wouldn't worry about any of that. You've got a lot of money coming your way with a lot of success. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? Hello, Ben. He definitely said that to me, that he shouldn't be on trial spot. Yeah, this is why he needs a court to remind him. If he doesn't have the court reminding him, he ain't gonna get shit done. I'm sorry. He's a vile man. You've had a good day at work. I've only just started my work. I've only been working for 1 hour. 1 hour 37. And now I'm working at 8 o'clock because I've got a client in Texas. And then I'm done for the day. But yeah, does that make sense, Beer? It'd be fine. Pisces is going to support you. I was born in Stafford. I was. That's my birthplace. I used to have a very, very, very thick Brummie accent. With the 2 words I could say. One of them was broke. But I say up with a Birmingham accent. I say up. But no, Pisces will be fine with it, my darling. Pisces will give you the money that you need. Pisces will successfully help you. Pisces is better than your ex. Okay? Pisces is like a godsend, to be quite frank. Okay, boo? But yeah, does that all make sense? You're very welcome. I couldn't think of anything worse than working in a care home. I'd be awful. The poor people that needed the care would be giving me care. I'd be falling down the stairs, breaking my own leg. Hell, I need to be in a care home. Good God. Imagine me in a care home trying to help them. That'd be awful. Literally. Oh. Alright, let's see who's next. Do I have Tamar? Do Tamar? I need a shave. Hello, boo. I don't know why you guys need to know that. Please have an energy between you and Colin. Is he any closer to speaking to you? Did he mean what he said last we spoke? He's still watching your Insta stories. Oh, okay. Was what he said when you last spoke positive? That's the first thing and only thing I need to know. No. Okay. He's a bitch. Let's see. Yes, he's close to speaking to you. No, he didn't mean what he said. And the energy. Here we go. So, he is much closer to speaking to you, my darling, and he's going to speak to you very soon. I feel like the balance is coming closer. He's becoming more balanced, but I feel like he's still lashing out when he's angry with other people, lashing it out on you. That is the negative. He isn't going to be lashing out on you like that much for longer. What I will also say here is I feel like he is trying to be a better person. He really is. He's shit at trying at it, but he's trying. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is the balance will be found. He will be found. What I will also say as well is I feel like he's got to be a little bit more open, a little bit more understanding. That he is not. He will find that out soon. Okay, so he will change. What I will also say here for you as well is I feel like everything that you wanted in him to change will by the end of this year. What I will also say here is you are moulding him into a better person, which is what is wanted and needed. What I will also say for you as well, my darling, is this is making him more conscientious of how he acts between other people and between you, which let alone means that he will actually be more successful. What I will also say here is he is going to see the way that he has treated you and he is going to change. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? But no, the energy between the both of you is actually looking more positive. Yeah, does that make sense, boo? Yeah. He'll get better, don't worry. Okay, don't worry, boo. He will get better. You're very welcome. Right, do I have Lucina? Please. Do I have Lucina? Also, guys, I'm on for another half an hour, so get your readings while you still can. Okay, I'll be closing my list very shortly. Hi, hello. Do I have Lucina? Can you just give me the first letter of your last name, please, my darling? The first letter of your last name. Hello, Ms. Aisha, thank you for your payment. Thank you. So, can you please give me any information on my love interest B at your yoga place? Okay. What are his current feelings towards you? What does he think when he sees you? Is he planning on approaching you? Okay. Does he know you're single? Okay. We can do that. Don't bite your fingers, chat. You choke yourself instead. Excuse me. I want to use a sexual deck, but I can't. Do I have a mildly sexual deck that isn't like over the top? No. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, God. What's the... No. No. Give me 1 second, my darling. That's right, Tamar. Have a good one, my darling. Problem is, the decks I want to use, I can't show on camera. Because they've got nudes. Oh. The pain. Oh, the pain. Okay, I'll go with this one. Hey. Go with this one. Right, let's have a look, babe. Let's see what you get. Let's see what you get. I'm going to use the gold foil, which will probably cut my hands, but hey ho. So, he does know that you are single, my darling, and he thinks about this all the time. Okay, I feel like he is getting closer to approaching you, which means that he will be approaching you very soon, okay? What I will also say here, thank you for the Go Populars. What I will also say for you here as well, my darling, is this is actually making him want to talk to you even more. What I will also say is I feel like he's trying to be more open. I feel like he's trying to come forwards, but it's just getting the guts to, and I don't feel like he has the guts to come forward yet. It's almost like no matter how hard he tries, he just can't. Because I feel like he really does have the thoughts. He really does like you, and I feel like he really does want you. It's just having the thoughts to come close to you, which he just doesn't. Okay, it's almost like he doesn't think highly of himself. Thank you for the gifts, my darling. Okay. So it's almost like no matter what he does, he's going to fall. He's going to fail. And it's going to hurt. So I feel like he tries everything that he can to succeed. But not with you. It's almost like he puts all of his energy into succeeding in other fields, whether it's work, finance, but just not love. I don't think that's anything against you. He's just scared. Okay, he's a scared little man. Okay, boo. I feel like he might have to get someone to introduce the both of you together. I feel like it's going to be within the next 2 weeks, okay? He's going to get someone to introduce the both of you. He's going to try and get it done that way. Because then he can actually come forwards. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like this is where he can become more open, clear, and safe. Okay, this is where he can actually feel safe, feel sound, okay, and be clear. What I will also say for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he is trying to use his intuition to understand you. He does talk about you outside of the yoga. Okay, so there is definitely talk about you. What I will say here is I feel like yoga is the only interaction you two get with each other. It's not necessarily being talking to each other, it's the interaction of being in each other's presence. And I feel like he does really like that. What I will also say here as well is he tries to make the connection as close as he can. Okay. We do have the Five of Pentacles, which suggests that he's scared of doors closing. Okay. It suggests that he's scared of doors closing on him. Okay, I don't feel like he wants that. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he needs you. But he's scared that he's going to stab you in the back by accident by saying the wrong things and insulting as well. What I will also say here is he's like this with anyone that he's ever liked. I feel like this is why he can't get into good relationships or have relationships. Because he's always scared. He's always running into something. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like this is why he fails or thinks that he's a bit of a failure. Because he can't get the love that he wants or that he desires, because he can't work towards it, because every time he tries it always gets backfired. Okay, and I feel like it hurts, and I feel like he's getting to the point where it's like, I don't want that pain, so he'd rather not risk anything. Is he going to stay like this? Probably for a little longer, but not much. Will it mean that he becomes successful and actually believes in himself? Yes. He's got the passion, he's just got to show it. Okay, he's got the passion, he's just got to show it, my darling. I feel like that's what he's not doing. What I will also say here for you as well is he will find the balance. Okay, soon enough. Okay, the balance will be found and it will be used. Aisha, thank you for your payment, my darling. What I will also say here as well is I feel like he's asking his family for some support. It's almost like he's talking to you without them knowing it's about you. So I don't think he's ever used your name, just in case anyone knows you. So it's almost like he's talking about you as if you're a secret. I think it's that you'll never find out what he's saying. He knows you're spiritual. Okay, he knows that you believe in this. He does think it's a bit of hocus pocus, but he enjoys it as well. I think he thinks it's hocus pocus because he doesn't understand it. So he knows that you're into this sort of stuff. Okay, people have told him. Okay, also the way you look and the vibe that you give off sort of suggests that you're into this. Okay, and he thinks that's pretty cool. So he enjoys the way you dress, he enjoys the way you are, the way you act. Okay, and he quite loves that. What I would also say here as well is he does have some sexual thoughts about you, my darling. And he does have some desires. Will he show those desires? Not right now. Okay, he's going to keep them nice and hidden. Okay. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he will eventually show. Eventually, being the key word. Okay. What I'd also say here is he doesn't want the dynamic to change because he's scared that if he admits his feelings with you and you don't like him back, he's scared that you're going to make it awkward or that it's going to be awkward. And he doesn't want that. He enjoys yoga. Okay, he doesn't want it to be awkward between the both of you at all. So it's almost like he's got to hold back. He's got to hide. Won't be like this for much longer though. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? Also, yes, I look sleepy. Does he have a hint I like him? I don't think he has a clear hint at the moment. Okay. He can tell that there's definitely something between you guys, but he doesn't know if that's just you wanting to be friends or if that's you actually liking. Okay. And he's scared that it could just be wanting friends. Okay, babe. But yeah, does that make sense? You're very welcome, my darling. You're very welcome. So, Aisha, are you here, boo? Link in bio, my darling. It's got my price list. It does. I can see the... I can, my darling, yes. So, did you make the right decision to stop being friends with your last friend group? I felt I couldn't trust them, specifically Anna. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see. You did make the right decision, my darling, yes. Okay, yes. Okay, boo. And your next one says... One sec. Is that my nail? Is that my nail broken there? I don't know. Might be. What's your next question? Load. When will you get a promotion with your current job with a new job title? Let's see. 1 month. 1 month, my darling. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? You're welcome. Just realised how destroyed this deck is. Oops. Oops. Right, that is my list over. Would anyone else like a reading, or can I get off? While I wait for that, does S love you? Let's see. He does, yes. Will Tash take you to the AU event, please? Let's see. Yes. Right, would anyone else like a paid reading before I pop off? Would anyone else like a paid? Before I make myself scarce. Is back pay coming this month? Let's see. Let's see. Yes, it is, my darling. No, I cannot see your message, Empress. I'm sorry. Good for now. Lol. Excuse me. But yeah, are there any other paid readings wanting? Let me know before I end the stream. Otherwise, I'll end the stream. Like, let me know if you're in the process of paying. The answer is yes, S does love you. Or S'ing you get married. Let's see. Yes, you will, and you got the 4 of Wands. You're welcome. Right, since no more paid readings, I will pop off for now. Thank you all so much for your support. I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day, afternoon, or evening. I'll be on again tomorrow. Have a good one, my darlings. Don't forget to leave a like, follow, share, and subscribe as well. And I will see y'all in the next one. Have a good one, and thank you for the 73.3k likes on TikTok. Bye for now, my darlings, and have a lovely rest of your afternoon, evening, or morning, depending where you're watching. Bye for now. Ta-ta.